And we're back.
Yes, we are. I'm not Adam.
I am, Chuck.
Oh, hi, Chuck.
April Fools!
Oh, you got me. You son of a bitch.
You son of a bitches.
You son of a bitch, you got me.
I'm Jesus.
Oh, happy Easter.
Dude, so, I mean, we're not recording it, obviously, on that day, but this episode is delivered to your fucking ears.
Ew.
And your box.
In your...
On April Fools.
Yes.
And Easter.
And
Easter and April.
So I have to make those chocolate nails.
Yes!
Yeah, that we
yes,
talked about
from the
before.
Nate episode.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yes, you do.
Yeah. With
Happy Zombie Day.
Yes.
Yep.
Zombie Jesus.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Oh.
We're just losing fans left and right.
Yeah.
So I didn't eat much of my Jimmy John's last time, so I'm eating Whataburger on this episode. Another eat over commentary. Today we're going to be talking about superhuman abilities, and that's not an April supra consciousness. You know, we could probably bring Sigmund Freud into this shit somehow.
Uberhuman,
the Ubermenschen.
Ubermensch.
Yeah, Ubermensch. I'm Ubermunchen.
Yeah.
You know. I ain't hungry.
Like some things like about like so for example, you know, like that whole bullshit about like people only using like 10% of their brain.
That's bullshit. We use a lot more of our brain than that. I don't know where that started from, but it's bullshit.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But the thing about your brain though is that you're not using all of it all at once.
Yes.
There are things that are firing off for you to do certain things, and a lot of what your brain does is just subconscious.
Side note, your IQ level. Like I'm 132. That's my IQ. You know, not to brag or anything, but if you are doing multiple things at once, your IQ actually gets spread across that. Did you know that? Mm-hmm. You're not at your full capacity if you're not focusing on one thing.
Right.
Yes. Well, you just reminded me of that.
One of the things that I would be something that I would think that if superhuman abilities were, or like superpowers, something like that were to be manifested, or the ability. I'm stumbling over my words.
I can fly.
If you were able to do these kind of things, I think it would stem from when we as a species are able to understand how our brain works better, and be able to, you know how like you can like control certain muscles, for toning and stuff like that. If you could control those muscles and consciously put forth all of your brain power at once. Because you know, again, it's you're definitely using more than 10% of your brain.
Oh, yeah.
Like that stupid. What was that movie with Scarlett Johansson?
Oh, I know what you're talking about, but I can't think of the name of it.
Because it tries to perpetuate that myth too.
I know.
And it's like
she's using more. No,
it's like 2016.
Yeah.
I mean, we already knew.
And we're still on that shit.
Yeah.
It's like Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Like Biggie feet.
Biggie Smalls feet.
Biggie. Watch your feet.
But yeah, if we could like use all of that brain capacity at once and be able to like control how things go, we could probably have superpowers and shit.
I don't know why it's making me think of pickups on the guitar. Probably because I'm looking at my guitar on the wall.
Yeah.
But I have one of my pickups, a humbucker. If you don't know what any of this means, just pause it and go, look up guitar pickups. Or not, just say, fuck you, Adam. I don't care. I don't care. Next. Chuck was on to something. Shut the fuck up. But a pickup, a humbucker. I have mine wired in series, split, and parallel.
Yeah.
What if the brain is kind of like that?
Right.
So if we can find a way that the current is not going in series where it's being spread out, the current's being spread out. I'm getting to the point. The brain. Too many things going on. See, I can't think straight. But instead of series, what if it was working in parallel to where multiple parts of your brain, the different percentages that they say, are all firing off at the same time at full capacity, rather than you're
and you could like consciously that's what I'm saying,
all at once, instead of the current kind of diminishing as it goes through different
like through
parts of the brain.
Like certain like the Tibetan monks where they can meditate and they're able to like, you could throw like wet towels on them and they dry them up with their body heat.
Some of that comes down to being just hyper focused, which meditation,
which something like well, we used to kind of experiment that.
You and I with the heat,
teenagers.
Yeah, once we started talking about the paranormal as teenagers, we're like, I could do this thing with my hand. Oh, really? You can make it like turn hot as a flame. Yep.
Yep.
We both knew how to do that shit already when we met each other. Yeah.
We
were burning girls.
Yeah. It actually is really. It does come in handy when you're giving massages. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or when a girl in a pinch and they need a fucking hairdryer.
Right. But one of the things too that's like
we got superpowers. And that's just one of them.
If you were, you know how people have those questions like, which superpower would you have, telekinesis or the ability to fly? If you were really good at telekinesis, you'd be able to fly.
Exactly.
You just move your own self with your mind.
I've always liked that idea in comic books and other movies where they were using superpowers, where one would do that, where they would take one power and expand upon that, turn that into other powers, essentially.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because, I mean, if you're really strong, like with like the Phoenix, like the strongest telepath, well, one of the strongest, aside from...
She had telekinesis and telepathy.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the strongest telekinetic...
what was it, the Omega level mutant or Alpha?
Level.
Yeah, something like that.
But what about, well, there was the, what's the diamond one?
Sinister.
Emma Frost.
Emma Frost. Oh, turning into diamond, yes.
Yeah.
Which was that was a secondary mutation later on. Which that brings up another good point. People that have psychic abilities and later on gaining other abilities, maybe it's like a second mutation, like the mutants in X-Men.
Right. Like Sean Spencer. He's like the psychic detective.
That's not real. None of this is... No, okay.
That's a good show, though.
I don't know it.
Yeah.
But our fans know it, probably. Some of them. Somebody knows it.
Yeah.
Somebody paused this episode and now they know it.
Right. But yeah, like superpowers. Like, what superpower would you want to have? Like
teleportation.
Teleportation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to Nightcrawler teleportation or like
no. I imagine
like Cable teleportation with because he uses
body slide for 2.
Right. He uses technology though.
Yes.
So
not in the post-human type way, but like as a mutation, I guess you could say. It wouldn't be a mutation. Well, actually it would be, because mutation is before evolution.
Yeah.
Like things start to mutate. That's what's interesting about the mutants in X-Men. They're mutants. Mm-hmm. They're not, I wouldn't quite say that they're the next, I mean, in the comics and in the movies, they consider themselves like a different race altogether.
Yeah.
They're not, because they all have different powers.
Right.
Right? And they're not evolved. Right. It's just they're mutating.
It's like I'm a ginger, so I am a mutant.
You are. It's something that the species is trying out.
Yeah.
But hasn't fully committed to, because we're not a people of redheads. I mean, and
apparently that ginger gene wasn't too strong in me, because all 4 of my kids have the same hair color as my wife.
There you go. I've noticed a lot of times it's like I've known of several families that are like yours, where there's a brunette and 2 gingers.
Yeah.
Or vice versa.
Right.
So it's interesting.
Like my dad's ginger, and me and my sister have red hair, and my brother has brown hair.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it seems to be the case.
My brother looks adopted.
He's not
I don't know.
Of our blood.
No, he looks a lot like my mom. So. But yeah, superpowers. Like I've always wanted the ability to fly. Like
I think that's the base one. I mean, I'm not saying this that's a very kiddish one, but no, usually people start with that. I want to fly.
I mean, yeah, it's just because I think
maybe it's for our sense of
the flight
freedom.
dreams that I used to have, and it just was because they were when I had those flying dreams, they were always lucid dreams, and it was
they feel really
exhilarating.
Yeah,
it was amazing. So that feeling I would love to have in real life, I could just fly.
And to our listeners, how many of you have had that? I mean, a lot of people have had that dream where they're flying, or they run and jump and they can fly for a little bit. They can kind of do the Super Mario thing.
Yeah.
And it's a common thing. Why, as a species, do we have these dreams, these flights of fancy?
Yeah.
I had to say it.
Yeah. Maybe evolutionarily, that's something that somewhere that our species is going.
What if it happened?
Yeah.
At some point, to an offshoot of our species. But getting to the somewhat more realistic, I mean, in terms of what has been alleged, powers, it seems like psychic powers seem to be the most realistic right now. You know,
I mean, there's a lot of charlatans out there.
I was just going to say, there's a lot of charlatans out there.
Who are really good at cold reading.
Yes.
and we'll be able to like prey on the misfortunes of others.
They all start out as that asshole that finishes people's sentences. I know where this is going. And then they start leading.
Right.
And then, yeah, I'm psychic. No, you're not.
Yeah.
But I do believe in psychic abilities. I mean, I myself have had precognitive dreams.
Remember my post-cognitive dreams?
Yes. I had a feeling you're going to bring that back up. Because I'm psychic.
Yeah.
I'm no one's sidekick. I'm psychic.
Yeah.
But I have had legit dreams where...
You know what's funny is...
It's usually meaningless shit, but the next day, like my wife, I had a dream very, very early on in our relationship before we were married, just dating. We didn't live together, obviously. I had a dream she was in the backseat of a car talking to her mom. And I woke up and I'm like, that's a dumb dream. It means fucking nothing.
Yeah.
It doesn't change the world. It wasn't like a save the cheerleader, save the world moment.
Yeah.
But sure as shit, my wife's car broke down that day and she got a ride from her mom and she was in the back seat for some stupid reason. Boom, there you go. I've had a lot of dreams like that in my life.
What I was gonna say that was weird is like I don't have precognitive situations like that. I have weird deja vu shit.
I have deja vu like constantly.
Have
you ever been told that lie? If you have if the level of your deja vu starts to increase, that means you're coming to the end of your life.
No, I've never heard that.
I was coming to the end of my life when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
I said coming.
But no, one thing I do have is this weird. It's like a spidey sense. Where
I think I know where you're
in
going
my
with this.
brain I can look ahead, and if I say for like instance like I'm driving,
You can see probabilities.
yes,
I know what you're talking about.
and I'll shiver, and I'll be like, okay, I gotta not do something.
Yeah.
Right now I have to change what I'm doing because
It's almost like whatever that ability
basically,
is.
it's kind of like maybe it's like a I see the future
precognitive thing, yeah.
but,
Where you're seeing,
like, I will actually visualize my car flipping over in this horrible accident
if you do
and I'm
this
like,
or that.
Yeah.
And it may or may not happen, but
Right.
why are you getting that fight
I
or
just like shiver.
that
like,
fight or
this
fight
weird-
feeling, you know?
Yeah.
That anxiety feeling.
But it's not
over
just
it.
with driving; it's other situations too.
I know what you're talking
and
about.
I have this weird thing, and then I'll just change what I'm doing like instantly, like without even thinking about it. I mean, I kind of think
and it's
about
like
it.
itching to scratch.
Yeah.
You're like, oh,
Yes.
I'm not gonna die today.
Yeah. But yeah. So
What
that's-
if every time we have deja vu though, or situations like that, we did die in a parallel universe?
Right.
You know,
Maybe.
and we avoided
That'd
it
be
in this
weird.
one.
That's actually kind of weird to think
That's
about.
fucking trippy.
Yeah. You know, that's what I freaked my son out a couple weeks ago. I was taking him to
It's easy to
school.
freak people out.
Is that, and this doesn't really have anything to do with superhumans, but it does kind of have to do with like the planet and like maybe it's a superpower, but like the dominant species on our planet are plants,
It is.
and we're here to sustain them.
Well, let's say the sun dies out. We're not gonna die right away. Everything's we're not gonna be able to breathe.
No.
No, you can. We could probably breathe. I might be wrong on the numbers. It's either 1,000 or 100 years or something like that of oxygen that we will still have available to us before we run out of oxygen. We're gonna freeze to death.
Oh yeah.
Before we run out of oxygen. True. Science.
But yeah, like he's thought it was the weirdest. Like he thought it was weird because like when we die or when things die, they feed the plants.
Yeah.
And
It's all about the plants on
we-
this planet.
You know, the animals and us. Like we
On the planet.
we you know spread the seeds and all that shit. So yeah, plants are the dominant species.
Yeah.
I'm not a vegetarian for that reason.
All the meat puppets. I know, right? I don't want to eat them. I want to eat the other seed spreaders.
Yeah.
What
I
is
don't-
your diet? Seed spreaders.
Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So chipmunks, monkeys.
Yeah. Yes. Animal Kingdom? Yes.
Yes.
I've eaten a rattlesnake.
I have too.
It's good.
It was
Delicious.
good, yeah.
You know the whole, it tastes like chicken. You know, there is
doesn't.
something true to that to a degree. But I will
Yeah,
say,
that's a different consistency though.
yes, it's a little more stringy in a way. But here's what I noticed about snake. Or at least rattlesnake. That's the only snake I ate.
Well, you ate my trouser snake that one time.
I knew you were going to go there. Precognitive thoughts. Anyways, I knew it. But, and that brings up a point too.
That's just from knowing me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's not psychic.
Yeah.
But No, snake. So what I noticed with snakes, and I'll get to the point with this real quick, is yes, to a degree, chicken, yes, but there's more variations within this tiny fucking snake.
Yeah.
Whereas chicken, you got your light meat, dark meat. Mm-hmm. Snake, I kind of noticed, it could be me just imagining it, but I felt like there was a few different tastes.
How did you have yours? Was it grilled or like on a barbecue?
It was breaded.
Was it breaded?
It was an appetizer.
Was it?
I had a rattlesnake as an appetizer. Yep.
Where'd you have that at?
At what was that place called? It's some fucking country bumpkin place
Yeah.
out near Tempe.
Oh, okay. My grandpa shot a rattlesnake and cooked it, and we ate it.
Right there.
Yeah, he cooked it on the grill.
We don't need it fried. We're just gonna burn this bitch.
Pretty much, but it was good.
Right?
I enjoyed it.
It's good meat.
I've also had jackrabbit.
There you go.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's a little tough and gamey.
I was gonna say gamey. Beat me to it.
Yeah.
Psychic.
Like that's why I don't like lamb because it's gamey. It just doesn't taste. It doesn't taste good. It tastes like spoiled meat. But
this is turning into things we are willing to eat.
Yeah.
The penis.
I am an omnivore.
Well, if you look at our teeth, this will end the argument right there. I tell this to people all the time when they get all vegetarian preachy on me. Mm-hmm. Look at our fucking teeth. We're omnivores. Case closed.
Yeah.
It's your choice if you don't want to eat meat and just fucking face fuck tofu to get your goddamn
if
protein.
You're gonna be a vegetarian or a vegan. That is perfectly fine with you.
We still love you.
I don't have anything against it.
But I love animals too.
I also
love to eat them
because I have close people who are vegan.
Yeah.
Who don't try to shame me for not being vegan.
And they're the cool ones.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you eat meat?
It's
You're
like,
stupid.
Are you going to shame a dog for eating, a rat, like a rat terrier?
Yeah.
You're going to shame it for eating that animal? Are you going to shame a coyote for eating a bunny?
Right.
Are you going to shame a lion for eating a gazelle?
A man's got to eat. Now, are we hunters naturally without tools?
Yes.
Well,
yeah, we are.
We could hunt small things, but
things. Yes.
I honestly feel like we were probably made to eat a bigger portion of veggies, but we could hunt little things.
I mean, honestly,
we're not like the predator type. We're probably more scavenger type.
A massive influx of diseases and shit. I think what it may have been is more we were opportunistic and carry-on eaters,
scavengers.
Yeah.
We saw a carcass. Okay, that predator didn't finish this. Okay, let me get some of that.
Yeah.
And I'll go back to my plants.
Yeah.
And then I'll find a little chipmunk.
And that could be why we started to
make tools.
Domesticate wolves.
Oh yeah.
Because we saw the wolves
go get them, boy.
To get the
go
food,
get me that food
without any tools, And maybe I don't know.
That thing looks like it can bite me, so you go bite it first.
Right. But yeah, so that was a tangent. That was actually kind of insightful.
But it was a good tangent. I'm still eating French fries.
Yeah.
I'm still mean. I offered Chuck, but he doesn't want it. Just so you guys know.
Yeah.
He just didn't want fries.
I'm all right.
No. He ain't eating taters.
I ate before I...
He ain't eating pre-vodka.
No. Mm-hmm. No.
Potatoes.
Potatoes. So yeah, we want to talk about transhumanism.
Let's talk about that, and then we'll talk about natural humanism abilities.
Right.
And Stan Lee actually had a really good show there. I don't even know if it's still on or not.
I don't think so.
But some of that shit was pretty cool.
Yeah, there was that one blind guy who learned echolocation.
Yes, actually, that's pretty common now. A lot of people were adapting to that.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah,
that's a superpower in itself.
Right.
Kind of reminds me of what is that called? Synesthesia.
No, synesthesia is...
It's a little different, where you combined senses.
It's when your senses get crossed.
Yes.
So you can smell color, smell color.
See,
and hear
see sound.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
And that's one that can't fully be debunked. There have been cases.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Look that shit up. It's real.
But is it? I mean, would that be?
But we're not living that person's experience, so we don't know what's going on in their head.
Is that a benefit though?
In some ways, maybe.
Because I mean, if you want to think about it, in all of the terms, if you have this particular quote unquote ability, if it's a hindrance in any way, it's not a superpower, I wouldn't say. You know,
Well-
like having a giant cock.
I would imagine a lot of superpowers from comic books, and I'm going to debunk that sound. That's just my dog.
Yeah.
He's over there jacking off. So I would say a lot of superpowers from comic books. If we had them in real life, if you adapted and made them more believable, they would actually be a hindrance. People with the strong sense of smell, you know, you could fuck them up. Yeah, you could fuck them up with other smells that were going to be more amplified because they're more immediate to them, closer to them, while you're getting away with some other smelly fucking crime further down the street.
Right.
And they're not going to smell that.
Or
hearing, too.
Them.
Exactly. With certain smells.
Yeah.
And then they're not going to smell what they need to be smelling to solve the crime.
Unless, you know, like with like dogs, how they have a really keen sense of smell, but like the smell of rotting corpses doesn't bother them.
Yeah.
It doesn't like, they don't gag.
Which is weird.
What would be funny is like a bloodhound is like searching for like a lost like a person, and they catch the scent and they just start going bleh, bleh. Oh, he found him.
He holds his hand up like wait. Bleh.
Yeah.
Wait. Bleh. Hold on, I'm good. I think I'm good. Bleh.
Yeah.
That's one unnecessarily long gags where he just keeps throwing up, like literally gagging.
Yeah. Oh, that's hilarious.
But or hearing too.
Right.
Okay, I would say I have pretty good hearing.
I am partially deaf in my right ear.
And I feel bad. But that's the life of a musician. A lot of us start out with good hearing and it gets fucked up from one instrument to another. So at work, I've noticed this. I'm not saying my hearing is a superpower by any means, but I think my hearing is a little better probably than the average bear and the average human too.
Yeah.
Because I was talking about literal bears.
Yeah.
And not the big burly homosexual men.
Right.
Like, nothing against them.
No.
You know, I think if I were gay, I'd probably be considered a bear. I'd be close. I'd be like a small bear. I'd be a petite bear or a cub. A cubby.
Yeah.
I'd be a cubby.
Yeah.
So just to clarify. Okay, so at work, sometimes the of like the coolers. People were talking to me and I just see their mouth going. It's like a bad fucking Godzilla movie. The lips just moving and shit and not matching. I'm like, huh? It's like, man, you got bad hearing. I don't have bad hearing.
Are you sure you don't have like tinnitus?
I know, right? Yeah. Well, it comes and goes with with different sounds around me. This is the immediate sound. This is the sound of electronics.
What's the weird thing is for me with my hearing is if there's a lot of background noise, I cannot hear.
It will wash out the people's voices. That's what happens to me all the time.
Yeah.
And but if it's just like right now, I'm not going to miss anything you're saying.
Exactly.
You know, but
like if I'm driving, because like I said, partially deaf in my right ear, and if I have the window down,
it fucks your hearing up, right?
And Amber's trying to talk to me, and she'll get upset with me, and I'm like, I can't fucking hear you.
Yeah.
You know, we've been together for like what, 17 years. You know this by now. I cannot hear you. But that's
both of my ears full on. Same argument with my wife. I'm like, I can't hear you. I'm washing my hands.
Yeah.
See, so it wouldn't be a good superpower to have super hearing, unless it was so sophisticated. That you can tune out certain things.
Right. Well, that's
like a mixing board.
Well, that's what we were saying before about like being able to control.
Yes.
If you could
in the brain
100%.
Everything in this episode is going to come back to controlling different parts of the brain.
Right. It's like, boom, I've already got a boner. Like, I can control that.
See, I love the show.
A fluffer.
I don't know fluffer. They did away with those. I don't know if they're just camera shy back in the day or something or what. But Heroes, I used to love that show.
Oh, yeah.
Loved Heroes. But it was like really the fucking different types of eclipses was giving them powers, and then Mohinder Suresh, he found out that it was had to do with the flight or fight part of the brain with getting anxious. They get all agitated and their powers come out. But then once it happens, like what we were talking about earlier, it's almost like when you can master wiggling your nose. You're like, after that, you can like flare your nostrils. Like, we're flaring on our nostrils here. If you don't.
Or like this.
Or that, yeah, exactly. Once you unlock it, once you can do it, you're looking at your friends doing it, you're like, I don't know how to do it. But once you can, then you could do it forever.
Right.
I'm wondering, that part of it kind of makes sense. but it's like the whole really it starts with their flight or fight. Yeah. But I mean, X-Men was the same way. It would come, they're teenagers.
Yeah.
And then something would happen, and they get agitated, and their power would manifest, and all of a sudden,
Yeah.
Yeah. Mutantsville after that.
Right. Because you're not born with a mutation.
No. Well, they are.
I know. But it's like, would that be funny as if like somebody gets scared and like the fight or flight situation comes up and then all of a sudden they sprout like a sixth toe?
Yeah.
That's their mutation.
Ah! What was that?
My mutation manifest.
I manifested another toe.
Oh my god.
Another pinky toe to make that pinky toe worthwhile and not be junk DNA.
Yeah.
Oh no, the pinky toe grows
Yeah.
to actually be worth something.
Right.
Yeah. If you don't know, you really don't need your pinky toe.
It's like before I could only count to 20. Now I can count to 21.
20 and a half.
Yeah.
So other superpowers. Or psychic abilities. Mm-hmm. You have your mediums that talk to spirits, which we discussed in other episodes ad nauseum. That it may or may not be deceased, like disembodied people.
But maybe they have like a way of being like a conduit to that frequency or whatever.
If it is like we're suggesting that it may just be beings from a parallel dimension or higher frequency, that higher vibration, and we don't see them. These mediums are still mediums. They're just connecting to that.
Right. I mean, it's just again though, like most of the famous ones.
Oh God,
yeah.
The Long Island charlatan.
Yeah.
John Charlatan Edward.
Yeah.
You get it. You get the point.
Right.
Yeah. But I do believe there are people out there that have a legit medium type ability.
Yeah.
Edgar Casey was a good example.
Or that midget who was a psychic. And
it was a midget psychic? That's awesome.
He was.
I don't know why that's awesome, but it's awesome.
He was in prison, right? And he escaped. And it was on the news. They had said, look out for a small medium at large.
Okay, you got me on that one.
April
Fools. Happy Easter.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
Oh Jesus.
It's been a while since we did an April Fools. I slipped one in about flying earlier, but it went under the radar. Or over the radar. Flying too low, yes.
Yeah. So,
and this episode is also brought to you by the Santan Brewing Company. Lime
because
leaf.
we don't drink that much. Only on special occasions when occasion.
Speaking of Cajuns, Gambit from X-Men. Mm-hmm. So that's an interesting power, because you might think, okay, your meat and potato ones, like your telekinesis, your telepathy, your healing factor. But no, this motherfucker threw cards. He charged them with kinetic energy. That is a.
But that's not just. I mean, he can just charge anything.
Anything, exactly. So it seems silly.
Staff,
yes,
he can charge that.
Exactly.
And when he hits you with it, it just.
Exactly. Now, as a kid, I was like,
I thought Gambit was cool.
I thought he was cool. I was like, man, this motherfucker's cool. But it is kind of a silly ability. But then the more I thought about it, I was like, no, he's charging things with kinetic energy. That's pretty fucking cool. Mm-hmm. Bishop was like that too, but his was a little different. He would take a blast, he'd beat the fucker up, or shoot him with something, and you and charge up and then redirect
like
it.
Black Panther's suit.
Yes, kinetic energy.
Yeah.
So I thought for sure when I saw the trailer. And by now, everybody's probably fucking seen the movie. It's made heaps of fucking money, and you're hearing this episode way later. But I thought it was an EMP.
T'Challa's sister is freaking hilarious.
Dude, she's gonna totally shit and piss all over Tony Stark.
Yeah.
And I think this episode's still coming out, obviously, before Infinity War. So we don't know. Except for people listening to this after Infinity. Okay.
Yeah.
I can go on Infinity with this.
Right.
But yeah. I thought it was going to be an EMP, but it was kind of even cooler. It wasn't just a one-off like EMP blast. No, he was absorbing kinetic energy. That was fucking funny when he kicked the suit. It's like, kick it. Yeah. Not that hard.
Right.
I don't know why I gave him a faux British accent.
I don't know.
They're Wakandan, goddammit.
Yes.
They're African. They're cooler than the British. I'm kidding.
But yeah, so Superhuman.
Superhumans.
But yeah, like Well, I'd like to talk a little bit about like transhumanism and as far as like where we would be able to go.
And that's our need to be better and better and better. And I think technology is probably the way to go.
Well, I mean, if you've
get off the meat puppet suit
at all, if
put
you've
on
looked
a
up
robot.
digital immortality, and things like that.
Wait, the scary thing, you just made me think of, if we upload our consciousness to a machine and turn off the body, what if the machine just thinks it's us, but we're dead? How would we ever know?
Yeah,
we wouldn't, because if there's no life after
what I
death,
thought
if
about,
the spirit doesn't go on, the soul doesn't go on.
So the thought I had
we're not
about
a ghost
that,
to ghost.
Which would be fucking sad as hell, right? Is you're immortal as long as there's a power source to that device that you're in. You'll be alive, right?
You could be like an Ultron, just transferring yourself to the next machine.
Imagine this,
and
right?
fixing the machine.
So you're able to. So your body that you have now, let's say it can travel through space.
What if your body doesn't even fucking matter? It's just whatever you upload your interface yourself with. What if you're like Skynet?
So you're in this. You're in this particular vessel.
Yes.
You're traveling through space, and you hit a meteor, and it disables your vessel.
Yes.
But there's still enough power for your consciousness to stay alive.
And you're just
indefinitely.
There. Oh fuck. Dude, that's.
Is that fucked up?
You know what that is? You know what song that reminds me of again?
No.
Metallica 1.
Oh.
That's just just wanting to die. You can't do shit. You're just there.
And you can't die.
You're a heap of shit and you can't die.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But
you'd have a fucking biopic on your hands. You're just like, I can't wait to be revived and tell my story. This fucking sucks.
Right. Well, I mean, how long would it take before you go insane?
Exactly.
If you can't do anything?
Oh, you lose track of time very early on, I'm sure. And you would just be like, it would feel like eternity of fucking nothingness, but you-ness.
Yeah. Like, imagine...
Like Aunt Eunice in space.
Imagine, like, in 127 hours, if we're like 127 millennia, and you're trapped between a rock and a hard place, and you can't cut your arm off because the rest of your body... Like, say he was paralyzed from the neck down. Yes. And he's just trapped there, but doesn't die ever.
but can like wink its eye a little bit, like Stephen Hawking, and make a voice.
You can still observe shit.
I'm all alone.
Yeah.
All alone in space. I am only talking to entertain myself.
Oh my god, that meteorite just spoke to me.
I'm going to name that meteorite Wilson. Up, it's flying the other direction. Wilson. 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 That would be fucking sad.
Yes.
Fucking sad. Stephen Hawking robot in space talking to a meteor effigy of fucking Wilson.
Yes.
Mr. Wilson! Made me think of Dennis the Menace.
Shut up, Dennis.
Oh, shit.
Kicks him in the face. Your mom's a whore, Dennis.
Mr. Wilson!
But yeah, so like, so you know how like they have now where, I was actually just watching a video about it where this guy is paralyzed from the neck down and they've got this like wire coming.
Wait a minute. Is this the first brain head transplant? Is it that guy? Because they're planning that.
I know.
Fuck.
This guy's got this like a plug.
Yes.
Like a computer.
Not a butt plug, but a scuzzy to the brain.
Yeah. And sticking out of like the back of his head, and then he's got his arm is like got these electrodes wrapped around it. And with his brain, he tells the electrodes what to do, and it moves his hand. And he hadn't moved his hand in years, and he uses his brain just to move. Well,
that's like when you have whatchamacallit.
So that's again going back to the controlling the brain to control things.
Exactly.
You know,
like the mechanical prosthetic arms are like that. Your brain is making these machines fucking work.
Well, that's more also like
that's even better.
Telling the muscles up here where to control the things down here.
Because it still exists, it's intact.
Right.
But the brain was damaged. I mean, he was paralyzed.
Yeah.
But now he can, I like it. Yeah. Now if that dude can dance, if you can make him dance again and do the jig, that'd be something.
If he wants to.
That'd be something.
He can leave his friends behind.
Yes.
Because his friends don't dance.
What if he doesn't want to leave their behind because he likes the behind?
Yeah.
He likes the bottom. We can't do an episode without the bottom.
Fuck it.
Yep. Bottom. You know, it's funny. I kind of wanted to go into this area while Nate was here.
The bottom?
But the bottom too.
Yeah.
Yes. Actively after the bottom, you might as well call me Neptune.
Okay.
Because I'm after Uranus.
Oh,
yes.
Oh.
That's not quite an April Fool's because I didn't lie. Yeah. I mean, it's just a nickname I'm giving myself.
Yeah.
But no, on the episodes with Nate, I wanted to get into these into superpowers.
Right.
Not like nations.
We'll have him back and we'll talk a little bit about it.
It would have been fun. But no, he had fucking tons of shit to tell us. It was fun.
Yeah.
I felt like I was in school. I was just like,
aw.
Tell me everything, Mr. Nate. It was awesome.
Master Nate.
Master Nate. This is Intellectual Master Nation.
Yes.
Bar 2.5.
Yes.
It's not quite 3 without Nate.
Without the Nate.
Yes.
So not as good.
Somewhere Nate is listening to this. His head is all. That's his superpower now. He's gonna have a big head.
Yeah.
Yes. You're welcome.
It'll go along with his big dick.
How do you know?
You don't need to know.
Oh, you know. April Fools.
April Fools.
Happy Easter.
So April fooled us again because
April.
it's actually St. Patrick's Day.
Yes.
April Fools. Just kidding.
Oh, good old St. Patty's Day.
Yeah.
We just got over St. Valentine's Day massacre.
Ooh.
Yep.
Delicious.
Yeah. That was a gruesome scene. Have you ever seen the picture for that?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Gruesome.
Hamburger.
Is that how you treat your friends, your guests? Other powers. Okay, let's get to the wild ones. Let's just start a shootout of all the fucking big superpowers. Wolverine with his healing factor.
Healing.
Not the claws. Fuck the goddamn bone claws.
Yeah.
Good God.
It's really cool, but
I kind of like the original idea. The original idea of what Wolverine was, it was just going to be, okay, he had a new healing factor. So they were able to do shit like putting metal blades in his claws on his fucking hand. No, but later on, it was revealed they're bone claws with adamantium over them. I call bullshit on that. It would never happen. But the healing factor.
especially how sharp they are.
I know, right? It's adamantium.
Yeah.
Well, the bone claws were pretty, they weren't nothing to be fucked with either.
No.
When Magneto stripped the adamantium off of his bones, his claws were still pretty badass.
Yeah.
And I think if I remember correctly, they were broken a couple times, and Shadowcat used them.
Yeah.
The bone claws, and he was able to grow back some more. Fuck it, grow a new one. But no, his healing factor, that's what I would want.
Does he have the best healing factor? I know it's one of.
He's one of.
Deadpool's
is fucking awesome, pretty awesome with
He's
his.
actually, Deadpool has come back from being just ashes.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but it may or may not happen. I mean, the Deadpool verse within the Marvel universe. I mean, breaking the fourth wall and all that shit. It's it's silly. It's supposed to be silly.
Yeah.
Kind of like
One Punch Man.
Yes.
Yeah.
And kind of like what's his face? Why do I want to say Howard the Duck? I don't know why.
I don't know.
Howard the Duck. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Howard the Duck. That's another one.
Yeah.
It's in the Marvel continuity, but it's kind of silly.
Yeah.
Little satire side shit. But no, Wolverine was incinerated. And then it was explained the hell away like most comics do and like fucking most soap operas do. That
it was his brother.
His brain was, I know, it's Hogan.
Yeah.
It's not Logan, it's Hogan.
Yeah. Was his name James?
James Howlett. Yes.
So.
Logan was actually the last name of his true father, I guess.
Oh.
Yes. Howlett was the, what he thought was his father, but his mother was cheating, was a bitch. Cheating bitch. Cheating line bitch.
There
Yep. Dog Logan was his brother, not Sabretooth. Yeah, but a lot of people long thought Sabretooth. Actually, when they were writing it, they were saying Sabretooth was they were going to try to play it off that he was his dad, but they didn't go with that. So
yeah, that's good.
Yep, that's thinking ahead. But no, his healing factor. So they explained it that his brain was encased in the adamantium. So as long as he had that, he can come back. Now, obviously, with a healing factor in real life, if somebody had, because we have a healing factor,
right?
We heal.
Yeah.
But if you could have an accelerated healing factor, there would be limits. You'd be Highlander. You chop the head off. I highly doubt
you would die.
It's going to sustain itself long enough to grow all the nerves and bones and muscles and all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you're going to have a higher chance at survival with this accelerated healing factor. It'd be awesome.
Yeah. Right. So
Paper cut. Done.
That
Healed.
makes me think of a monologue that I wanted to write.
Yes, let's hear it. The idea of it.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, it's this guy. He works in an office, and he's the last one there, right? He's finishing up his paperwork, and as
He's gonna end his life with a paper cut. No, I'm kidding.
he's a hemophiliac, and he gets a paper cut, and the rest of the play is just this guy recanting his, like, going through his whole life and all of, like, the choices that he's made as he's bleeding to death into a trash can
From a paper cut.
That's
fucking awesome. Nobody steal that shit.
And the next morning, the janitor finds him dead.
Okay, so by time you hear this, he already...
Copyright.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So don't steal that shit.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
You're gonna end up like Brian Collier.
Yeah.
Where, he had a precognitive dream.
Yeah.
Speaking of that. So since he doesn't want to be on the show yet, he does. He wants to be on the show. But we're going to make him want to be on here more. We're going to tell a sneak preview of one of his potential stories. But he thought of a big Hollywood blockbuster movie that we've been waiting on sequels for fucking ever. We're probably never going to get them.
Yeah.
We won't give it away. But he dreamed the whole shit up before the movie came out.
Yeah. That's true.
So get on the show, Brian Collier.
Yeah. But
Tell your story.
well, as far as like this, like an accelerated healing factor, do you think that's something that we could develop? Again, towards like
Going back to
like
yes,
the transhumanism.
I think so.
In a way that
If we can identify, I mean,
the medical sciences would advance to the point where we can maybe have like nanobots.
somewhere,
Yeah.
in some dark fucking lab, it's already happening.
Right.
If you can
And
think of it,
they
it's
just
probably
go
happening.
through and they
There's some poor test subject sitting in there. That's a child.
Right.
And then they fucking found a way to identify. I mean, I'm sure they
create
identify.
the first fucking superhero.
Yeah, they're in the fucking corner, and that's all they're there for is to be tortured.
Oh, they create
all right,
the first supervillain.
let's cut them. Yep, they come back from a steak knife. Next week, we're gonna get them with a machete.
Yeah.
And that'd be fucked up, dude.
Yeah.
They would have reason. You would feel compassion for this fucking
Like
supervillain. Yes, like yeah, exactly. But she's an anti-hero.
Yeah.
But
She kicked ass.
if she were to be a villain, you wouldn't blame her.
No.
You wouldn't blame her.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
other superpowers.
How annoying is that ice, guys?
I don't even know what that was supposed to be.
I don't know. You were jacking off.
Jacking the ice. I'm gonna eat a burger.
Yeah.
Talk about something, Chuck.
Is it, I don't know, man.
Do you think it's time for, you know what? I think it's a little past. It's high time for.
So, yeah, you know what we missed in this particular episode?
Well, we didn't miss it.
Well,
we just haven't done it yet.
We haven't done it yet.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna use my psychic abilities. I have a feeling. No, I don't have psychic abilities.
I'm at my breaking point.
That's what I thought. I should have said it.
You should
Could
have
have
said
proved
it.
I was
You would
psychic.
have been right.
Yep.
I'm at my breaking point.
We'll be back.
And we're back.
I just want to take this time to apologize for Chuck's outburst.
That's okay, man. I forgive you.
Because I really care, April Fools.
Yeah.
So we're going to take this time just to fucking rapid fire a bunch of superpowers.
Jesus is back. April Fools.
April Fools. No, he's going to be back in 3 days.
Yeah. Yeah.
Missed
April
the
Fools.
date. April Fools.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's funny is because like he said he would be back within his disciples' lifetime. That's in the Bible.
They're still alive.
They are?
April Fools.
Oh yeah. You got me again, you son of a bitch.
Sons of bitches. Anyways, we're going to rapid fire through a bunch of superpowers and then wrap this episode up.
Ooh,
we're not
rapid
going to
fire.
call bullshit. Because, I mean, to some degree, a lot of them are bullshit.
Yeah, it's all bullshit.
But we can explain how maybe they can be real.
Right. Like I have always like I have like daydreams about having superpowers.
Me too. I had daydreams about writing good comic books, like better than the comic books that are out there.
I just have weird
I'm still eating a
daydreams where
burger.
I'm like I'm actually like
Not you, it's the rapper.
yeah.
I'm eating.
But yeah, so like rapid fire, like telekinesis and flight and super strength.
There have been some compelling evidence of people actually having minor telekinetic abilities. It may be bullshit still, but who's to say? Like if when you get into quantum mechanics,
right,
lends itself to the possibility,
right,
spooky action at a distance, that somehow
somebody has been able to figure out how to, if not consciously, subconsciously figure out how to do that.
Exactly.
The flight without like any, like just like Superman flying, or like any other superhero just flying without wings and
telekinesis.
Yeah, I mean, could that be like a telekinetic, like a spooky action at a distance type thing where you're like riding like on this different wave and you can just fly and you can
or changing your mass at will.
Yeah.
But then again, your body would just come.
Or like Dwight from The Office, where he can raise and lower his cholesterol at will.
There you go.
Yeah.
I wish I could lower mine whilst eating this Whataburger.
I can cause myself to instantly get a boner. Sorry, guys. Ow. Ooh.
I can too.
No.
When I think of Betty White.
Tits upon Betty White. Superhuman strength. Like, somebody my size,
adrenaline. That can explain it.
But I mean,
that's how a little granny can lift a car off a person.
But if your adrenal glands are constantly going to the point where you're always at that state,
your body would give out at some point.
Yeah, you would. You wouldn't be. It's not sustainable. So wonder if there's a way that we could allow it to be sustainable.
That's a power and a handicap for the power to make it fair when you use it in a superhuman battle.
Right.
You can use a super strength.
Unless you're the Hulk. And
there was that show Alphas. Remember that?
Yeah.
I forget the guy's name because it lasted one season or something like that. I was intrigued. I wanted another season. Didn't
the big black guy?
But he was kind of like that. He was having heart issues, I believe.
Yeah.
Because of the power.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't sustain that.
Right.
So there you go. Super strength.
Yeah.
Magnetism, power, possible on a low level. I mean, not like Magneto, obviously.
Well, have you seen like those where they've already debunked it? Where those like Japanese people are like making things stick to them. But then the Amazing Randy goes and like wipes all of like the moisture off of them and then has them try it, and they can't do it.
There was a guy doing something similar to that on that superhero show that Stan Lee had.
Yeah.
Like the real life superheroes show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's basically just like the spoon on your nose.
He was magnetic. But I mean, it could be just fake, yeah. There's other explanations. He's not magnetic.
Yeah.
Telekinesis. I mean, telepathy.
Telepathy.
Spooky action at a distance again. What if thoughts? Thoughts are something.
Right.
I'm gonna control those somethings.
I don't know if thoughts on. I don't agree that thoughts unspoken are tangible. You know,
possible that there aren't.
So,
well, you know how we pick up on facial cues from other people. Some of that could be, you know, but that lends itself a little more towards empathy.
Yeah.
And empathy, I believe, is probably one of the most realistic superpowers.
Yeah.
That somebody can develop a high enough level of empathy.
Well, I'm not like emotionally empathetic. I am very.
I can be very emotionally.
I'm a conundrum because not only am I somewhat.
That's your superhero name.
Yeah.
Conundrum.
The conundrum.
Conundrum.
Like.
That's a drum roll with your name.
I am, for the most part, somewhat misanthropic, and don't give a shit about like 99.9%
Don't
of humanity.
believe him. He's not as apathetic as he wants you to believe.
No, I kind of am.
But he is pretty apathetic at times.
If I don't know you, I don't care. Like your life does not involve mine at all. So,
if he sees the last pretzel and he takes it, he really does not give a shit about your feelings.
But like but once you become an acquaintance, I am no longer apathetic towards you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I might not like you, but I'm not going to be a dick to you. But like, this is in where
you're no longer just a meat puppet to me.
I am kind of apathetic, where I don't really care about the most of the people that I don't know, at least on an emotional level.
What
Yeah.
I work in retail, by the way. So my empathy, it goes up and down some days.
Yeah.
Some days I just don't care about humanity. I'm like, I'm one superpower away from becoming the first supervillain in this planet.
I work in tech support, so
Yep.
I deal with stupid people who don't know how to.
That's what it is. It's the stupidity.
Yeah.
The higher the stupidity level, and I'm sure this is the case with most people, the more I can care less about humanity.
Yeah. But like what I was saying is that, so I am somewhat misanthropic, but I consider myself. We were talking about it a while back, but what I consider myself to be is a humanist, but I'm also a hedonistic altruist.
There you go.
So I believe that
He's a lot of things.
if every person should be able to do what brings them joy in a hedonistic way.
As long as it doesn't harm
It
anybody.
doesn't harm anyone.
Exactly.
So
If I want to stick my bearded pepper, I don't have a bearded pepper, but just for the sake of this character, he has a bearded pepper.
yeah,
If I want to stick my bearded pepper
in your squishy squanch.
in a summer squash, when it's all mushy, just out of the microwave, as long as it doesn't hurt anybody,
Right?
why can't I hurt my bearded pepper in it?
Yeah.
There
And that's
you go.
where like I do draw a line where it's like
Only if it's been in
as
the
far as
microwave.
where it comes, unless it's a vegetable, I don't care if you fuck a vegetable.
Yeah.
But where it comes to like a sexual act,
Yeah.
it has to be consensual. It has to be to a point where
Unless it's within something that's inanimate.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't catch
Yeah,
that.
it's like if it's a vegetable, and I don't mean like
Well,
I don't mean like somebody who's like
that's what I was thinking. I'm like,
not
okay,
that
somebody
kind of
laying in the
vegetable.
bed,
I'm talking- you just said
They-
fucking a squash.
they can't. They
a
can't.
squash. A squash.
Last episode.
Yeah, last episode is creeping back in.
Goddamn big
But-
feet.
Yeah.
Biggie feets. But no, I'm just imagining this poor fucking person sitting in a bed. They're a vegetable, but they're somewhat
that machine.
The sounds of the machines, the life support's turning me on. It's just turning me on. You can't do a thing about it. That turns me on. The orderlies. Oh, you getting excited. I'm gonna. Oh. Flatlines also do turn me on. We're terrible. We're going to fictitious hell. April Fools.
So yeah.
April Fools. That's an April Fool.
Yeah. I don't know what other kind of superpowers.
Well, like Johnny Storm,
I was just thinking of like flaming.
right? Flame on. Anyways, so okay.
Oh my god, wouldn't it be great if it was like a homosexual?
Yes,
They could be a flaming homo. It would be great.
and that's not putting down.
No, of course not.
Yes. To
Again,
reiterate,
pansexual.
To reiterate for
Yeah.
people that are just joining us on episode 10, Chuck is pansexual. We should call him Peter Pan.
Yes.
His Peter Pans.
Yes.
I love that joke. This is the second time I said it. I think the first time it slid
Yeah.
under the radar.
Right.
His Peter Pans is one of those little sly. He's talking to Brian. I can
pee
say
anybody's
this. He won't
pants.
hear it.
But yeah.
That was an example
Yeah.
of it too. I did not catch that, but I will catch it when I play this episode
Yeah.
back. He said something over there.
I did say something.
So, but yeah. So flame on. So
Flame on.
I could see that being possible if it were more like your body.
Like what we're
this
talking
is
about
a
with, like,
stretch.
heating up our hands.
Exactly. Okay, I've seen people, and this could be fake.
Like the Tibetan monks.
Yeah, with the chi. That they can sit there and meditate and generate that chi.
And they can like
Control
go
the chi.
Kamehameha.
And then exactly. Or Spirit Bomb. They're just
Yeah.
sitting there for fucking
Bomb.
fucking off 3 episodes of Dragon Ball Z. Just fucking hands in the air. I'm pantomiming the hands in the air doing the Spirit Bomb. Or I think it was called the Spirit Bomb, right?
Yeah, Spirit Bomb.
It's like 3 days later. You know what sucks about that? Every time, almost every time, fucking 3 episodes later, Spirit Bomb, ready to drop it, and
He
it
doesn't
fails.
get to use it.
It's the Kamehameha way, or whatever the fuck it's called.
the
That fucking
Kamehameha.
does it, usually. Goku
Kamehameha.
dies on this episode, comes back next season.
10.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I could see it if you could like that, like generate that, or what if your body can emit some kind of gas, not from the asshole, okay, not from the asshole, but maybe from the asshole.
Maybe.
and you could generate enough heat. Now this is a stretch, but there's like the fumes are coming out of your pores, and it's a safe distance from your body.
Yeah.
So your body doesn't.
It's like when I was a teenager, I used to douse my hands.
Exactly.
With alcohol and
so you know what I'm talking about when you do that, and I'm pointing at Chuck for some reason. Like I understand what you mean. It's like that person in the church pointing at the preacher. I understand.
Oh yeah.
Preach it.
Amen.
Preach it.
Hallelujah.
Preach it. Preach it.
Don't fuck my children.
Dude, this is making me Christian. April Fools. Easter April Fool's joke. Anyways, so the gas coming out of the pores, and then chi generating the heat, and that could be a possible way. But yes, exactly. I probably have some fucking burger breath.
Meh.
But
with this
you
new
kiss
mic
your mom.
setup, you're far enough away from me where I don't care.
Exactly, and it's got the little
with that
sock.
tongue.
It's got the mic sock. So
Yes.
but yeah, so that's a stretch, but it's a possible way to do the flame on.
Yeah.
All right, what else do we got?
I don't know. I think that's about it.
Intangibility.
I don't know what that means.
Being able to kitty pride.
Covered in butter.
Yes, I can't believe it's intangibility.
Yeah.
Walking through walls. Okay.
Well, that's the thing. I think. Did I not bring it up with the episode with Nate where, if you think about it,
distance of atoms.
Yeah.
Yes. That goes back to quantum mechanics. I think quantum mechanics could probably be the answer to naturally having powers.
Yeah. I think honestly,
and like you said, unlocking other parts of the brain and stuff.
Yeah.
Not this 10% bullshit, but not a percentage bullshit, but actually being able to open up other parts of the brain that were
just not even necessarily. Well, like when you take and
functioning at full capacity with your brain.
With like psilocybin. When you consume psilocybin, it actually creates new pathways in your brain. And
you could train your brain to create new pathways too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just imagine if you could fire all synapses at once.
Yes.
Like in Limitless.
Yeah, that's what it was called.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. That was something different, wasn't it? Yes.
With Bradley Cooper.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember the name of that movie with ScarJo.
Oh,
and I still can't think of the name of
Lucy.
that. Lucy.
Yeah.
Good God.
Yeah.
We're tired.
Yeah. And that movie had such good potential. It had ScarJo. It had Morgan Freeman.
I don't know what went wrong with it. Maybe the script wasn't the greatest.
The script was shit.
The idea was awesome. She was awesome.
Yeah, and not having if they hadn't had that, the
10% bullshit. Yeah, if you overlook that.
Yeah, it would have been cool.
Yeah.
But it was basically Girl Limitless.
Pretty much.
It was a drug.
It was.
That seeped into her system. But anyway.
She went from a common hooker to becoming an uncommon hooker.
She was a mule.
Yeah, drug mule. That's what it was. She wasn't a hooker. I saw it once.
Yeah, me too.
She went from being a common mule to being a superpowered mule, and then saying, I don't need to be a mule. I can be whatever I want.
And then she became...
In that shitty fucking accent. I don't know why.
She became this,
female limitless.
Yeah. So that's enough about that movie. I don't know.
Quantum mechanics. That's the answer. And transhumanism.
Yes.
That's our two ways.
Honestly, I think quantum mechanics and transhumanism is
together.
A combination of the two.
Oh yeah.
Is going to be
quantum computing.
Going to be superheroes. Not superheroes.
I don't think we're that far away from people.
I mean,
legitimately having superpowers.
Honestly, it's going to be.
It's happening in some dark basement.
Or a Bruce Wayne situation, at least, where it's or Tony Stark. Where
first you get a Batman and an Iron Man.
To be the richest person in the world.
Oh yeah.
Elon Musk is going to have these superpowers before anybody else.
He's the guy in the chair.
What?
He's the guy in the chair. Remember in Spider-Man? I want to be your guy in the chair.
Oh yeah.
No, I think Elon Musk would be the guy in the chair. He would be the benefactor.
I think honestly, is
and
Elon Musk
somebody
a transhumanist or a posthumanist? So I think he would
do it to himself first, but he wouldn't be the superhero. I think he would.
Oh no, I think he would just have the powers and just be able to do it. I would. Fuck.
Yeah.
But then again, I've always
I would fuck too.
If I had superpowers and I was impervious to certain,
Depends on the superpowers. If it's a lame one that's not going to save your ass, then I can sprout another toe.
Didn't kill me. If I had a really high, healing factor and I had super strength, super speed and stuff like that, I'd be a vigilante.
Yeah, why not?
Why not? Yeah. I'd also probably be a robber and steal a Robin Hood type, steal from the drug dealers.
Real life superpowers would cause a lot of gray area superheroes and villains.
I mean, morally, I live in a gray area.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, if I'm stealing money from a
baby?
Well,
they don't got money.
Money
they got remember, like when we were talking about children currency.
Yeah.
They got candy. Steal the candy. That's all the money in the world from them.
I have honestly no moral qualms with stealing money from a thief.
Robin Hood.
Yeah. Honestly.
Robin Hood.
No, well, not necessarily Robin Hood because he stole from the rich
and just keep it.
Poor.
You're gonna keep it.
I would keep a lot of it. Yeah, I mean, I'd help people out.
Just enough to keep this going.
But I mean, I wouldn't just rob from like the random rich.
I would rob fucking pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rob the robbers.
Yeah, like I would.
That was a good heist.
I'm
gonna take it now.
I would mug thugs.
Yeah.
You know, like.
That's a comic book. Nobody steal that shit. We're gonna write this shit with more realistic superpowers.
I don't know. Thug mugger sounds like like a Brazers.
Oh man.
Brazzers.
Yes. Yeah, it's the new Bang Bus and fucking Brazers and
Thug
shit.
Muggers.
Yes.
Thug buggers.
Coming to Pornhub.
Yeah.
Soon.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really think of anything else.
There's tons of superpowers, but I think we answered it. It's transhumanism and just
quantum,
further understanding quantum mechanics.
Yeah, and our own brains.
And our own brain. That's where it's at. And I see superpowers coming soon.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about nations with nukes.
Right.
I'm talking about human nukes.
Here, if you think of it this way, you know, you've got those mechanical arms that we were talking about before.
Well, yeah.
If you can,
prosthetic, mechanical limbs.
Those prosthetics are there. You can build an Iron Man suit.
You could just, I mean,
where's that guy? That guy on YouTube who made the Iron Man flight suit.
Yeah.
He flew for a little bit.
And he's not rich, as far as I know.
No.
He's just fucking smart.
Yeah.
And how long are we? How far are we away from? I mean, there's people that are already putting shit in themselves, like chips and shit, and just dumb things that are fucking meaningless. But how far off are we from people just saying, you know what, I want that prosthetic robot arm, even though I have a perfectly fine arm right now?
Cyborg?
Fuck it.
I just meant like a suit.
Yeah.
Because if they got.
Well, what if somebody becomes the suit?
Yeah.
They just fucking, I don't need these legs and arms.
And there we go again.
If I can have better arms and legs.
And if.
And that would be a form of the transhumanism
the suit,
superpowers.
And then you know, nanobots.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was thinking, because there's and I may have just made this up, but I believe I read somewhere about like and
the first supervillain is going to be Sophia.
Cybernetic bacteria. Where it's injected into you and it attacks diseases.
There you go.
So it's kind of like a modified disease
but targets diseases.
Yeah.
And yeah. That'd be cool.
You know? And like maybe nanobots that can like repair, you know, your body itself, your white blood cells and all that, repairs all your
Imagine. So when Sophia becomes the real life Skynet, the AI, and starts creating Terminators. And when that's not enough, that they're sending fucking endoskeleton robots. See,
that's the thing.
Right? But dirty bombs. You know what a dirty bomb? The bomb itself, the blast doesn't kill you. It
just gets cum all over your face.
Yes, exactly. It's the cum that comes out of it. What if
it's a dirty Sanchez
Dirty Sanchez. A nanite fucking dirty bomb. Fuck.
Oh man.
Fuck. I just gave a terrorist out there somewhere.
But see, what I'm thinking...
I just gave... And I'm not saying my people kind of terrorists,
I don't think Terminator Skynet shit's going to happen. I honestly think that there's going to be a hybridization, a merger of
humans and
man.
Yeah. And that's going to be what does it. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's...
But I don't know, Sophia... Unless Sophia's completely hoaxed, that's some kind of scary shit.
Yeah.
You know, she already makes jokes. She makes jokes about when she rules the world and all that. Yeah. But it's cute right now until she makes Terminators.
Yeah, but she doesn't have the back of her head, so.
I know. She's like, I'm Sophia, bitch. I don't need a weave on this head.
Yeah.
I don't need no wigs.
No.
Okay.
All right, guys.
I think that's it. We'll probably do a part 2 to superhumanisms and all that shit in the future.
Maybe we'll have like a bunch of friends over and talk about
Oh, fuck. That'd be, yeah.
Yeah.
Just fucking another rapid fire superpower. Is it possible? We'll make the shit's possible episode.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us once again.
Thank you, sir.
All of our patrons, go to the Patreon.
Yes, you can go to our Patreon page. We do have that up.
All of you faces, go to our Facebook.
Yeah. All you grandmas, go to our Instagram.
All of you yous, go to YouTube.
All you birds, go to Twitter.
Tweet.
Tweet.
That is tweet. Good night, motherfuckers.
See ya. Some bitches.
This is our last episode.
I'll talk to you.
This is our absolute last episode. It's sad that you fell for it because it's April Fool's, bitches.
Yeah, you almost. We had you by the testicles.
Happy Bunny Day.
Nay. Talk to you later.
Pieces.